Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in to another Mahjong Monday. I'm very excited to get back into it. Big thanks to Luminar Pandora for the follow since last stream. Let's get into this. I'm excited. We got quests. We're gonna have maintenance tonight or tomorrow. But we got the, we want to win with Sumo, win with Ron, try not to deal in, and then first or second place. We're just going to do some chill Silver Room South matches today. Try and get our rank up a little bit. We did alright last stream. I've been doing alright since then, just playing, a match or two. I'm very excited to see the new collab characters. I do not know anything about Fate Stay Night. But they look cool. They look neat. So I'm excited. I think that'll be interesting, and I think there's going to be a new event thing, and I love the bingo boards. I love all that stuff. I did see this morning. I'll probably share it on Blue Sky afterwards. Joe's Jules on YouTube, who is the person who taught me how to play Mahjong, basically through his videos, has released a fantastic beginner's guide, basically, that's really pared down, that add up to 233. That's very, here's how to win your first match of Mahjong, and then you can look into the other videos about all the different Yaku and stuff like that. And it's incredible. It's very, very good. I sent it to all of my friends that I'm trying to get into Mahjong. We are south. Dora is west. We have 3-8, 1 pair 9, 5 pair 7-8-9, west, north, white. But it's cool. I also just the other day hit Jade Sparrow 2 in Sichuan Mahjong on Amatsuki, which felt very cool. I think they're still running a thing where you get rewards the more Sichuan you play, which is why I've basically only been playing Sichuan. But that's been really fun. Sichuan is a very, turn your brain off variant for me, which I deeply enjoy. I like the intellectual combat of Richi. But sometimes it's nice to just have something chill where you can listen to the click-clack of the tiles. I did have my hopes dashed of one day somehow being able to afford and own a nice automatic Mahjong table, though. Because, I mean, they're already expensive. Absurdly expensive. But because of the tariffs, DHL has stopped importing anything with a customs declared value of $800 or more. And a lot of importers don't want to deal with stuff of that size. So DHL was kind of the only option for shipping that sort of stuff. So that's a real shame. Not that I could afford one anyway. They're like $2,000 for a mid-range one. Even the low-quality ones are more than $800, which I cannot afford. Yeah, I'll do that. On pace reach. Not a great weight, but all 4 7s are still in the game. Got 1 Aka, potential for Aura. We don't have Pinfu or Tanyo, but it's early. I can afford to be a little risky. And even then, it's not terribly risky. I don't have safety traps set up. That's a little worrying. But we do what we can. Thank you. Can we get that reach bet? Hell yeah. No aura. Oh well. Now it's our deal. We are east, door is 9, so we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 2, 7, 8, east, triple southwest, white. We'll ditch white, west next, east last, or east after. Well. Yeah, we'll ditch west, just to kill it. East next. Never mind. Got the most useless tile of all. That sucks. I doubt they would be waiting on an east. It's kind of a stupid thing to wait on. Aside from that, I don't have anything guaranteed safe. South, well, south is guaranteed safe. I just don't want to ditch it. Okay. We don't repeat the deal, but that's fine. I did deal it. So. Ooh. That Oradora crazily pumped the value of that hand. We are north. Dora is 1, so we have 1, 4, pair 5, 6, pair 4, pair 5, 3, 5, 8, red. Red first. The other nice thing about Amatsuki right now is because it's so early, they really are just, like, handing out free shit. So from a gacha perspective, it's like... I mean, they're definitely trying to wring you dry of all your money, but the free play is pretty rewarding. There's not a lot of characters that the odds of, you know, being able to get multiple different ones. I have, like, 5 characters. 6 now, I think. If you got the one that came through at the start that I never use. So it's, like, pretty easy to get that stuff. It's still not, like, my main Mahjong client. I don't play Riichi on it, basically, at all, but it's my main go-to for Hong Kong and for Sichuan, just because it's way easier than trying to deal with any of the online clients. Ipeko potential here. Also Tanyo. Depending on what we get for our 135. Yeah. Call it reach there. 36 mon, 6 tile weight. Pretty dang good. There was a 3 mon discarded just before I called reach, so it's possible someone could slip up and think that that was from after. Just based on the order of operations here. Set the half Suji with 9. Welcome back! Rating's been good. We beat M1S, we just moved on to M2. We'll probably beat her this week. A lot of the M1S growing pains were like communication. Although we might have a little switch up in our roster. We've had a little switch up in our rating roster. Just because availability. So we're searching for changing stuff after this week to potentially a new time slot. Which would mean I get my Wednesday and Friday regular streams back, which would be nice. I guess Wednesday and or Friday. But yeah, it's been really, really fun. We've gotten Honeybee Lovely down to 46%, I think, on Alarm Pheromones 2. Poison Sting. So we're getting there. We got to clean up our early game a bit. We're getting through the first couple mechanics clean. And then it's just, you know, getting there, and she's got a bunch of heart buffs, but we're improving. It's definitely, it's getting better, which has been really fun. And I'm loving it. It's been a blast. I love the thrill I felt when we beat M1S. Was fantastic. Ah, just barely miss out on Aura. But it's been a blast. I've been having a lot of fun with raiding. Alright, we are west, door is 4 so. We have 478, 49, 18, pair 9, east, north, white, green. Ditch white first, then green. Maybe east next, actually. On Pheromones 1 is basically impossible to get clean. Yeah, AP1 is crazy. I've been doing kind of okay with it, just with the YOLO strat. We were going to do Mario Kart, which is the party finder strat of like tank pulls north and then we all go in a circle, but free-for-all has worked better for us. Purely because the more everyone is spread, the more likely they're only going to have to deal with one line, because it targets on random players. Whereas if everyone's stacked up, we're dealing with every line at us at once, and then we have to turn around sometimes. Yeah, yellow's better in static. But that's the shakiest part. Usually, the reason why we always die at Alarm Pheromones 2 is because we're already down a few people from the previous mechanics. So it's not that AP2 is hard for us, it's that we don't have enough people, so people end up getting hit with multiple of the things, and then nobody's dropping them when they need to be because it's getting put on random people instead of the rolls. You know, both the healers will be down, so we'll get two DPS, we'll get the puddles, and it's a whole debacle. So really, like, cleaning up our early game is gonna help improve stuff a lot. I like just started potting, because we've gotten to a point where I'm just like, okay, damage is gonna start mattering now. I haven't even guaranteed safe. Only 3. That's foolish. I'd make the discard, and then I go, I shouldn't have done that. Clean up the previous mechanic. Yeah, that. Yeah. It's, there goes my lead. Yeah. So we've gotten to Alarm Pheromones 2, but we're limping into Alarm Pheromones 2. But I feel fairly confident in my execution of stuff up to that point. I'll mess up, but like, I feel pretty confident. We as a group are not clean enough to get through that. I feel like my gameplay is relatively clean enough to get through that. And I'm sure on Wednesday I'm going to eat my words about that. But it's been good. That, and we've had to sub in a couple people for the last couple runs. Because like somebody couldn't make the first one, and then they could make it for the second one. So like, our second was their first, right? So like, we're sort of staggered on our experience with the fight. even just in like recent gameplay. And because we might move the time, we're almost certainly gonna end up losing someone because they just got a 9 to 5. So our weekdays 3 to 5 is not gonna mesh well with that. So we may have to sub in a new healer, and then so that's gonna be questionable. But I feel like with the hurdles we've had thrown at us, yeah, scheduling's the real boss. It's just like D&D. But with the hurdles that have been thrown at us, I feel like we've been doing pretty damn good. And I feel pretty good about it. I'm excited to see M3 because I haven't run M3 normal outside of the one time I had to for the story because it never comes up in roulettes. And every time it comes up in Wondrous Tales, it's like M3 or M4. So I queue for both and M4 pops because more people are queuing for M4. So like it's I have very little recollection of M3 normal. So M3S is going to be fun. I'm very excited. I've been hearing stories of M5. And I'm very excited to see how that works out. Because M5 normal was so fucking fun. So M5 Savage is going to rule. Yeah, there it goes. Well, at least we didn't end up in last, considering that massive deal in. We only lose 7 rank. Subbing in healer is very rough, yeah. Yeah. In this case, we would recruit a new healer to the static. But we would have to, again, with the sort of teamwork, we'd have to start from scratch there. What quests do I have left? First or second, sumo, don't deal it. Okay. Yeah, we have one of those like scheduling website things where we all put in our availability, and it seems like I'm gonna add up 223. It seems like the main thing is gonna be we're gonna have to lose somebody. So we'll see who it is. All right, we are south. Dora is green. We have 2, 6, 7, 8. 1 pair, 1 3 pair 5, 1 5 7 west north white. Let's ditch west. North works too. M5S this week was significantly less rough in PF because of gear. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we're definitely having a bit of an easier time because of gear in M1 through 4. I believe we're doing mine, but just with the quality of the gear. Because I have the ceremonial set, and it's not fully melded. I'm working on fully melding it, but some other folks have like fully melded ceremonial and stuff like that. So, because some of them are also doing M5 through 8 right now. I should ditch this green. This is dangerous to keep in my hand. I don't know why I've been holding on to it. Well, I do. It's because it's shiny and my lizard brain is obsessed with it. That's rough. Please? Please? Okay. Thank you. That's so dangerous. I shouldn't do that. Let the record show that I acknowledge that I shouldn't have done that. Let the record show I'm aware I'm making subpar plays, but I'm following my gut, not any sense of self-preservation. Hear me out. What if... Fuck. What if I get Peiko? Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be a neat thing to get? Wouldn't everyone love that? Oh, goodness. What have I done? What am I doing? Okay, I just need to get Tenpai. I have Tanya out, so, like... Alright. Not the worst. We repeat the deal, so... Alright, we are south. Dora is white. We have pair 2, 4, 7, 3, 6, 9, 2, 4, 8, east, south, white. So probably white or east first. Probably east. Then white. Just to kill the wind. I mean, the Dora Dragon's more dangerous, but I'm holding a grudge. Now that east is dead, I want to get the white out of there. I'll ditch the other east next. Okay, white is dead. Dora's only useful as a pair. Good to know. There we go. But yeah, I'm excited. I've been enjoying progging too. It's been really fun. And it feels like a lot lighter than M1. I think because M1 was mostly a situation of like getting our shit together. Whereas M2 is really about the execution. And less about us as a group, because we've kind of become more familiar with our group dynamic, although that might shift. It really feels like M1 was the hard part. M2 is like a real breath of fresh air, which I'm really enjoying. M3, we'll see. But I'm gonna have fun with it. Even if it crushes me into dust again and again and again and again and again, which we all know it will. That's how this shit works. I'm trying not to, like, get ahead of myself. Because there are definitely moments when I've been like, come on, I want to beat this so I can get to the next one. I want to beat this so I can get to the next one. It's like, whoa. We, like, just started this one. Let yourself enjoy the challenge of overcoming M2 before you're like, I want to get to M4! So, that's been my, my struggle. It's like, slow down, enjoy what you're doing now. Because even, like, the small sort of moments of mastery have been really, really fun to engage with. The consensus from people who rated previous X packs, M1S was a snooze fest, and M2S was why is Chaos Beast a thing? Yeah, B is for bullshit has been our our situation. Yeah, if I found M2S easier, it was probably just getting used to rating. I think that's what it was. It's just the, like, the process of, okay, I kind of know what I'm doing now. I wasn't paying attention to what I was discarding. Because M1 was definitely, the mechanics were relatively simple, but it was like, this is my first Savage raid. So it had that extra level of difficulty. And now it's like, alright, I feel more comfortable with Savage raiding. I feel more comfortable with making calls and stuff like that. Alright. We are south, Dora is west. We have 1, 2, 5, 6, 4, 7, pair 4, 5, 6, east, north, white, green. Kill east, because they keep taking points from me. There are definitely moments in M2 where I'm like, I mean, especially during alarm pheromones, where I'm like, ah, just screaming internally, sometimes externally. Just like, completely overwhelmed, but it's like, it's an enjoyable chaos. And I think we're taking about, based on how far we are so far, and like our relative progress, I think we're going to be taking about the same amount of time with M2 as M1. Maybe a little bit more on M2, but it feels like we're progging faster. Also, our last couple sessions have been shortened by circumstances outside our control that have impacted scheduling, so same number of sessions, but I think shorter sessions overall. We could get Yupeiko here. That would be fun. I would like that. I love how the last one we like zoomed through and ended on East 3 or whatever, and now we're just on East 1 forever. But yeah, rating's been really fun. I'm really excited to see where stuff goes. It's just been a total blast. I think it really helped to, like, the Unreals really were my sort of gateway into the like higher end content. I'm off tank. So like Byakko was a pretty easy Unreal, but that really like was where I got my feet wet. And then like getting into Savage raiding and then dipping back for Suzaku Unreal was so much fun because I was like, oh, the Unreals are chill now. Despite Suzaku being much harder than Byakko, execution-wise. Much tighter damage windows and stuff like that. It's been a blast getting to do the higher end content and feel very comfortable in the higher end content. One of the nice things about tanking in M2 is because of the two different types of tank busters. for the double stacks, we've just been involving them because there's not really another there's not another required use case of invuln, which is awesome because it lets me, you know, manage my uptime and whatever. And I'm pretty sure we've done some looking at the numbers, and I think it builds the limit gauge faster, because you get knocked down and then you can get healed from 0, so the healers build the limit gauge faster instead of both of us midding and then having to be healed individually and stuff. So that's been fun to try and like prioritize little things like that. Suzaku's more on the DPS to do well. Yeah, with Suzaku, it's very much a DPS game. Although the constant tank swapping is what got me comfortable with tank swapping. Is that I was tank swapping a couple times and I was like, oh, okay. Now I know how to tank swap. Easy. I have had a couple times where the my other tank was not super on it, or had weird priorities about when to swap what. But I think that's just difference in playstyle. I may have mentioned my I was with that gunbreaker who insisted on main tanking the whole fucking time when my shirk was not off cooldown. Alright, we are east, door is 5, so we have 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. Pair 1, pair 7, 9. 2, 6, west, white, Woolwich, white. West next. Our main tank's warrior, so we're pretty good there. But it's very fun to just toss my Blackest Knight on our main tank to get free free extra charges with my Shadow Slash or whatever. I don't remember the ability name. We needed 2/9 Mon to get a straight. But yeah, our current setup is Warrior, Dark Knight, which is me, White Mage, Sage, Summoner, Reaper, Picto. What's our 4th DPS? Who am I forgetting? I don't remember. How do I not remember? Another Fizz DPS. We could get Ipeco here. Just casually pulls up my my static server to look at our roster. Monk is our last one. How could I forget? Yeah, having a DPS Reser is really nice. I think at one point our Picto was playing Red Mage, so we had that was before our Summoner joined to replace somebody. So, because originally we were Red Mage Picto, and then our Picto left, and our Red Mage started maining Picto, and then we got a Summoner, so. Yeah, if the Summoner is rezzing, it's so that we can see and practice further mechanics. Not because we think we're gonna clear, even remotely. Ipeko is possible here on 6, 7, 8. Get a 2 here, we can ditch the 1, and then ditch a 7. Here, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8 here. Monk gets very sad often this X-Pack because of all the force disengages and having no ranged. Yeah. Yeah. Ping-ponging between Monk and Sam, depending on the fight. I don't know anything about Monk. I like unlocked Pugilist at one point because I was like, oh, I want to be able to do stuff with the Emperor's New Fists or whatever before I realized that you could just hide your weapon when it was sheathed. But, we're north, Dora is 7, so we have 4, 9, 4, 6, 8, 1, 1, 1, 5, 6, 7, north, white. Ditch white first. But Samurai I've been playing to level, although I'm not playing it at my current level. Basically, I'm just using society quests. But I played through the job quests for it. And like I can see the fun for Samurai. Monk I know is stance-based, but that's all I know about it. I don't know anything else. At some point I'll go back and I'll start leveling Monk. Just for completion's sake. I should ditch red. But yeah, I don't know a lot about Monk. But our Monk in ours has good DPS, despite the lack of a ranged option. Ditch red just to kill it. Ditch green next. Is there a name for a weight like 4, 6, 8? I call it a club sandwich. Because 6, 8 is a sandwich weight. So 4, 6, 8 is a club sandwich, because it's got an extra piece of toast in the middle. But I don't know the official terms for it. I'm almost entirely self-taught by YouTube tutorial, so Ryan Khan. Also, hello, Darn. Hello, Tasnix. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for swinging by. I did pretty well and then got shunted into 3rd in my first match. And this match stalled in East 1 for a while. So, middleweight is a Kanchan. Oh, Ryan-kan, because it's 2 Kanchans. Okay. So this 8 has probably got to go. Another 4. I don't really want all these pairs, but... God damn it. We're north. Dora is south. We have 1, 3, pair 7, 8. 6, pair 1, 2, 6. South, north, white. Ditch white first. Green next. I did play some Mahjong in Final Fantasy the first time in a long while the other day. That was really fun. I saw some new faces. Which is great, because it meant I wasn't getting stumped by the 2 people who are always in the ether Mahjong queue. So that was good. I didn't change my, ranking much, but it was fun. I should have ditched south. It was a misplay. Although it's likely somebody has pair north. That was a long wait for it to be an injected pause. So, holding on to north maybe wouldn't have been good for me. Oh. Never mind. I don't remember. I just know that I didn't recognize their usernames. I think there were a couple folks from the server, but there were folks I didn't recognize, so I was like, oh, fresh meat. um, and folks with lower ranks as well, so more folks just starting out, which is always fantastic. I love seeing fresh faces getting involved in Mahjong. One day, I'll get that elusive title. But until then, just ditch this other one if I'm gonna have Paris South. Never mind! Goodbye, two. Feasted on the meat of the beginners. Not entirely. I'm still not the best, but I did crush at least one of them. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. You love to see it. I'm dealing in like crazy over here, so I should be careful, but... Local club sent people to the local anime convention over the weekend to try and get new people. Hell yeah. Alright, 7 So versus 7 Mon. I've already... Or sorry, 7 Peen. 7 Peen, there's more out there. Show up to the next month meeting to see if anyone sticks around. Yeah. I shared the Jozu Jules video with some folks. Let me actually... I'm gonna put it in chat. I don't know if anyone here is in the market for a beginner Mahjong tutorial video situation, but if you want to share it, this is very much a how to win excuse me, how to win while ignoring all the shiny buttons video that Josie Jules put up that I just saw this morning. Watched through it. It's pretty good. I sent it to all my friends to try and indoctrinate them. Four. Better. Con here. But yeah, if you ignore Chi, if you ignore Pon, if you ignore Khan, if you only focus on Reach, and you don't think about any other Yaku, here's how to win your first game, and then you can start worrying about the bomb. Oh, that's better, so... Fuck! Ah, damn it. Ugh. Touch me right in the solar plexus, why don't you? Alright, we are north. Door is 17. We have 1, 7, pair 9, 3, 4, triple 3, 4, pair east, north. We have only 2 pairs and a triple. As much as I would love to go for Toy Toy or something stupid right now. Of course they ditched north. I'm in 3rd! You don't need to punish me! Yeah, I see you're huge and I raise you a Tanyao. Fucking... I see your huge hand, even. Which one Mon first? I'm gonna hold north for a little bit. Yeah, their dealer so fast is correct. Did they just have open Tanyao? Do they have anything else? Because that hurts. Because I've been trying to eke away from relying on open Tanya. Thorough 1. Yeah, it was a small hand, so I figured they didn't have much besides Tanya, but I think that's what it was. Which is like, come on. Like, fast is good, but I've tried to stop doing that because it sacrifices defense for offense. It sacrifices all defense for some offense, and it's like, I'm trying to learn how to feel more comfortable playing defensively. It's better than the 8. Not by much, but it is. Yeah, fast is good if you're dealer. It's just like, come on. Yeah. It's just one of those things where it's like, but why are you victimizing me specifically about it? Instead of losing to me so I can feel better. I think everyone should be required to let me win, but in a way that doesn't seem like they're throwing, so that I can feel better. I'll pawn that. I shouldn't have pawned that. That was stupid. As a non-dealer, winning Gomi when you're not in the lead just feels bad, yeah. So foolish. I was like, oh, I'll call pawn. It's like, I don't need to. I had pair 3-4. Like, we're north. Dora is 2 mon. We have 2, 3, 8, 5, 6, 7, 7, 9. 1, 2, 3, 8. Red. Red goes first. I got greedy. And I was like, oh, I want to press the shiny button. That will surely improve my hand and not lead to me immediately throwing the fucking hand away. Foolish. Foolish girl I am. It truly is the curse of the shiny buttons. You are absolutely correct, Flo. Just... There is a fucking primordial amoeba in the back of my brain that says, move towards the glimmer. Move towards the source of the light. Surely that is where we will find the fucking spore meteor body part in the primordial soup. That is where we will find the genetics upgrade, and it's like, it's just a button labeled destroy my hand and shatter it into a million pieces. Okay, so 7-9 is our lowest value proto-meld right now. 7-9 peen. Because we got meld here, double-sided with Adora, and then we have a double-sided pair weight. Although, one of them's not great. So if we draw a good pair, then I can ditch one of these. Okay, well that's not... Now that's effectively a single-sided pair weight. Ditch that. So I don't want to wait on just this for a pair. I want to be able to expand it. West. Interesting. Waited for a strange amount of time. Makes me think it's not West. It's Jimmy the Juicer over here who might have a pair West. Not that that does me much good. Do this, because then I can, if I pick up a 4, I have pair 7, I can ditch one of these. Or if I pick up a 7... Or no, sorry, if I pick up a 1 or 4, I can ditch one of these. Just like that. 6/9 month with a guaranteed save discard. Easy peasy. Often I will click the don't show calls button just so we can't read into it. Prevents you from making calls. I think about it, but sometimes I want to. Sometimes I want to have the option. I hate that. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's not cool. Oh my god. I had a hand. It was working. We're west. Dora is 1 mon. We have pair 3, pair 5, 6, 7, 1, 5, 8, pair 5, 7, white. White dragon goes first. Then probably 1 peen. Well, north, then 1 peen. How many pairs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. This could improve. That, because the 7/9 could actually work. This 8 peen is also not helping. I'd love to get something for the 5. I'd love another Akka in here. Doing this just because if I get a 6, then I can justify keeping the 5. But the 7/8 is a much better weight. I'm giving up on the pairs. This is about getting a hand that I can score so that I can have points, please. There's a 6 on the board. Not great. Tail south. This hill is not helpful. Ormon is good. We got pairs up here. We got pairs at the wazoo, so... Fuck! I put myself in 30-10! I'm so dumb! I just saw that with the 5. No, I'm not dumb. I wasn't paying attention and I made a mistake. Let's reframe that thought. I wasn't paying attention and I made a mistake that fucked me. That's what I'm really thinking about that 7, yeah. Okay. I'm not punished. Stunning that I'm not punished, but I'm not punished for that. Triple-sided 30-10 weight is okay. Yeah, I just don't want it to... I don't want to fuck myself by ending up in 30-10. I got out of it with one of the other weights, but... all the 9s are out. That doesn't matter. Stitch one of those. 6, 7, so it'd be 5, 8. There's no 8s on the board that I see, so... Toyman is into Manzu likely, so we weren't likely to describe the suit. Memo. Yeah, but I was already in 30-10 here. The problem is now I don't want to discard this. I mean, I'll just try and end up in with Tempai. I have Tanyao, so I could luck into a winning hand here if I just aim for Senpai. Okay, 5 peen recently discarded. 1 mana safe across. One away. Just need the right discard. Like that. I'm gonna ditch 8 because it's safer. I guess 5 was relatively safe, but and if I had ditched the 5, I wouldn't have guaranteed Tanyo. But we're on Tenpai now. Just barely. There we go. Yeah, they did have a flush up there. Alright, well, we get some points. And we repeat the deal. Redistributing the wealth here. We're west, Dora is east. We have 9, 1, 6, pair 7, 2, 3, 5, 7, pair 9, east, red. Kill east first. It's a dangerously powerful tile. Red next. Our pre-roll is going to come back up in a couple minutes. So the auto ad roll is going to start shortly. If you would like to turn off ads, please consider subscribing. Otherwise, I appreciate you sticking around through it. Helps support me, helps support the channel. To everyone who's already subscribed, thank you very much. Alright. 7-9 could be something. 5-7. There's a Rayon Man. Got pairs out the wazoo. I don't really need this many pairs. This could turn into potential Ipeiko, I guess. On the 5 of the 8. That pair east would have been nice. Alright. I'm gonna open for that. That seems foolish. Alright, Ipeiko is less likely now. Considering all the 8s are accounted for, so it would have to be both 5s. Pair 9 might be the way to go. Another 7. Stitch one of these 7s. So we can even just do pair 6 and then 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9 or something like that. There's some options. Man, fucking Jimmy the Juicer are living up to their name. Juicing the hell out of me. It's another 7. Stitch that. We do 5, 6, 7, pair 7. Or 7, 8, 9, pair 7. I can go for just a 5, 6, 7 here. Not a great weight because it's only single-sided, but... Oh, wait, hold on, there's all the 5s. No, fuck that, we're doing pair 6. God damn. Or as I draw the other fucking 7. Okay, 7, 8, 9 is nice. Stitch the other 7 first. This 5 could be risky. There's all the 6s. My goodness. A lot of triples being called here. Okay, red's already dead. We can do that at least. Oh. Holy shit. What is with these people? Welcome back from the ad, everyone. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. There's the fucking 5 I could have used. There's so many. Everyone's voting! Holy shit. No, on a con? Cool. Fucking hell. I'm not even close to... I guess I'm not too far from Tenpai. And we should just try and get on Tenpai. Oh, Christ. What is wrong with these people? What is happening? I'm just gonna discard safe shit and try and maintain my Tenpai. I'm not gonna call that. It's fine, I'm allowed to be in Footy 10. You can't pawn that. What? The fuck? And that's a tile I could have used. Fuck off. What is this? This game. This fucking game. Okay, we're south. Doris, Dupine. We have 1, 2, 7 pair 9, 3, 8, 3 pair 6, east, south, green. What the fuck is happening? Gets me closer to third? How? It was a sumo, so like me and third lost the same amount of points. Dealer had to pay more, but like the point difference between myself and third place hasn't changed, has it? Across had to pay more? Oh, they were dealer. Dealer just shifted, of course. I'm silly. I was counting the current dealer for some reason. Yes. You're correct. I was too busy marveling at the fucking insanity of what's going on here that I forgot to think about how the dealer works. Should ditch south. Not really worth holding on to. Oh my god. Holy single weights, Batman. Look at all these. Single-sided, sandwich, sandwich, single-sided. There's a double-sided, finally. Let's ditch the... One, two. We can have pair 6, 7, 8, something like that. Another 9. We'll ditch the 2. Yeah, you're right, Glow. I was just not paying attention to how the fucking game works. God, that was so fucking dumb. Everyone's just like, pawn, 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 pawn. And I'm just like, I'm just trying to survive the round, my guy. Alright. 9 Peen is guaranteed safe. 7 So is guaranteed safe. We'll do that. Just because dealing in is the worst thing that can happen to me right now. Although 9 Mon is on deck. That's good. 6, 7 is very good. That's rough. Discarding the 8-9. Ah, fucking guys, yeah, I deserve that. I deserve this. I deserve this loss. That's on me. 100%.
すみません。ウイルスとファイアウォールみたいなもんで、ハッキングするかデリートされるかしかないから、やむを得ず。
God, this game is 30% luck, 70% skill, 15% concentrated power or will, 100% reason to call your friend James, and 40%. As long as it wasn't a Hanemon, we could have tried to come back, yeah. Alright. Look at that. We got some Dora. Where's South? Dora's 3P. We got pair 6-8, pair 3, 5, 6, 7, 6 pair 7, 8. West white. Ditch white. West next. Also welcome, Doros. I hope I'm pronouncing your name vaguely right. They're yours, maybe? But welcome, welcome. Thanks for swinging by. Stitch one of these. We got pair 3, I like that. Or pair 6. 2 mons, not doing much. You're off, don't worry about it. Yeah, sounds good. God, that fucking Pon Pon Khan crazy ass round just threw me. Before I was like, alright, I'm gonna lock in, and now I'm just like, what is happening? We're not anywhere. Sanshoku potentially on 6, 7, 8. Ditch that. Not likely, but possible. Ditch that. Okay, we're not gonna call Reach, because I want to see if I can improve this into a Sanshoku. Pick up an 8 peen. There's still 3 left in the deck. And because we have Tanyao, I'm not, like, at risk of missing my winning tile. I got 2 Dora, so Tanyao 2 Dora is still not bad. There we go. Call it Sumo as well. I get that reach bet. See, I just gotta do that every time. And then it'll be easy. Where was that last game? Alright, we are east. Dora is 5 mon. We have pair 2, pair 3, 5, 5, 6, 8, 5, 7, pair south, west green. We'll ditch green. West next. Excellent. West is already on the board. This 8 is superfluous. Everything else is kind of going to purpose. Okay, we have 4 pairs. But Toy Toy seems insane right now. That is truly a fucking... That would be an unhinged thing to do right now, as dealer. Just go like, hi, I would like the slowest hand aside from fucking 13 orphans. Fuck it, we'll ditch the south. I got pairs at the wazoo. Toy Toy Dad are not my streamer. See, normally I'm a Cheetoy believer. But I don't like to believe in Cheetoy unless I have 5 pairs. Because Cheetoy holds a special place in my heart. I love those 7 pairs. My beautiful little pairs. Alright, what's our new Dora? And we could fucking open Tanya, I guess. We shouldn't, but we could. No. I'm rewarded for my restraint. Oh, thank God. I can't let myself open Tanya. I can't do it again. I can't let it happen to me. I'm powerful. I'm in control of my actions. I know what I'm doing. I'm in control of my actions. I'm not being stolen by the shiny button's power. Cheetoy is great. I just hate the weights, and I end up usually opening for Toy Toy instead. I feel you there. Cheetoy was my first ever non-standard Yaku that I ever got, and I completely lucked into it. So it holds a very special place in my heart. I have a Cheetoy emote because it's so dear to me. I love Cheetoy because it's, see, this is where I'm being cursed for my hubris. Because I'm being given this, and now it's like, oh well, why didn't you simply open for Cheetoy or for Toy Toy? Why didn't you simply do that? Honestly, does not concern me. 3rd and 4th can trade as many points as they'd like. We are north. Dora is 9, so we have 1 pair 8, 2 4 6 pair 8, 1 3 east north red. We'll ditch east, I think, and then red. Just because I don't want 2nd place getting any ideas about where they stand. Alright, west next, then north. Ugh. Can't tell you what my first non-standard Yaku was, but I can tell you I got something I don't remember the name. 13 Orphans the first day I started playing. Wait. You got 13 Orphans on day 1? You got 13 Orphans on day 1? I've been trying to get 13 Orphans for a year. What? What do you mean you got 13 Orphans on day 1? That's insane! Holy shit. I was going for 13 Orphans in... There was the tournament recently, the 4 Wins tournament. And I was just getting fucking stomped. So I was like, maybe if I get 13 Orphans, I'll win. And I got to, like, 1 away from Tenpai on 13 Orphans, and then somebody else called her on. It was so sad. Alright, well, I have 2 new Dora now, so that's fun. God, I want, like, a Mahjong table and people IRL to play with so bad. I had a nickel for every Orphans I hit, too, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that happened twice. Have you ever gotten 13 Orphans? Because that's the one where it's like, alright, they made this up. No one's ever scored it. They absolutely just invented that. Back from my weight normal. Problem with Toy Toys is too easy to read and defend against. Yeah. I mean, I'm in Silver Room, so that's a crapshoot. But There we go. Beautiful, just for me. Pitch the 4. Tito is much more defensive. I'm not gonna lie, I like Chitoy because I like the number 7. The fact that it is also defensive is a bonus. Your rank up getting the last round, you're 12k or something behind making rank up. Nice. Perfect time. But yeah, I'm convinced 13 Weight 13 Orphans was made up by Big Mahjong to sell more sets. That's not a thing anyone's actually ever scored. That's a shit weight, so we'll improve it. There's no reason for me to call Reed Shear, so... She tries the type of hand which is never actually aimed for, but if you get it's a bonus. Unless you're me, and then you're allowed to aim for it sometimes as a treat. Yeah, only got normal orphans. I mean, normal orphans is still a fucking feat. But, 13 weight is... Sure, why not? Honestly, 2,000 points, yeah, you're welcome to them. You're welcome to 2,000 of my points. 13 Weight, 13 Orphans was made up by big government. Alright, we are west. Door is 9p. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 4, 8. 2, south, north, white. We could... I should ditch the white first. We could have, like, angled for a half flush there, but it's not worth. I just want to acknowledge that that was there. A 169 Mon gets us a straight. But I'm not gonna bank on it. The 1 Mon, or the 1 Peen sucks. The 2-9 Stow sucks. Pitch to the north. There you go, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5 something, 7, 8 something. The Sozu should get rid of. Very tilted by Daisanga, and I was Tenpai, only waiting for 3rd green, and the game hit exhaustive draw, and not even someone else winning it. Oh, that is sad. Is Daisangen 3 little or 3 big dragons? Big, yeah. I figured given you were waiting for the 3rd green. That's really sad. Hit exhaustive draw like that. Okay. Door acceptance, I like it. Dragons aren't out, people I play with just bail. Shosangen, okay. Daisangen, Shosangen. Fuck it. It's not as good a weight, but I want the Akka in my hand. I want the Akka Dora in my hand. Okay, well, this is safe. So we'll ditch that first. Please? Cool. 2, 3, 4, pair 5, 7, 8. So I could ditch one of these 4s. Another 4 there. Let's ditch the 8. I don't really want both these 4s either. The only time I've seen Yakuman and IRL play at the club is Parenchan and Sumo Kokushi. What are those? What's the standard English names for those? 1, 2, 3. Pair 4, pair 5. Haranchan twice even. Kokushi is 3 orphans. There's 13 orphans, okay. Alright, now we just need Tenpai. Last 20 tiles. Show song, and you still get 1 hunt for each dragon triplet. Yeah, it's... Two, three, 4, 5. That's gonna fuck me, isn't it? No. Got lucky. Okay. Don't see that. That's good. Don't pawn that. Bring up 1/2 mod for the Ipeco. Yeah. You are correct. At this point, I'm just trying to get on Tenpai. There we go. 316. Ah! The 9! Also to gun Tanyao. Yeah. You are correct there. I could have made a better play. Tasnix, thank you for following. I appreciate it as always. We are west. Dora is 1 mon. We have 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1 southwest north. Let's ditch south. Green next, north next. Yeah. Could have gotten Tanya there. Green first, then east, and then north. I have found myself occasionally, because I've been playing so much Sichuan recently, I do find myself eliminating one suit just subconsciously. Which is probably not good. I'm just like, oh, I only have a couple of these, I should just toss them. Not if I have, like, anything worthwhile in them, but... I'm like, oh, 1 and a 4. Just get rid of him. Who needs him? Okay. It's an early reach. I probably could have waited to try and get Ipeco with this, but... I got an Aka, early reach, not bad. And now, I can just sit back and relax. After this match, I should take a bathroom break, get up, stretch, a snack, and then I'm down to run a couple more. There we go. Easy peasy. Thank you. South, Dora is 3 p.m. 1, 6, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, south. I think the reason why I didn't... and I'm not saying that this is, like, trumps the value of the Ipeco, but I think the reason I didn't is because I was thinking of the 5 Mon as my pair. And I didn't have a pair outside of the 4s and the 5s. So I was prioritizing having a pair in hand so I could wait on something else, as opposed to, like, turning that into thing and then waiting on the pair. I don't think that outweighs the value of the Ipeco and of Tanyao and all that stuff. But that's where that was my headspace when I made that decision. I should probably ditch south. It's double value for me, but I don't have any others. I've been holding on to it in case I draw a second. 2 peens not doing much. Everything else is pretty good. Yeah, ditch south. 2 peen, 2 mon next. Get 2 mon first, because this is Dora adjacent. Okay. Bitch east. It's already dead. Ugh. Wrist is stiff. Should do some exercises to stretch it out. Need to find some of my artist friends have good wrist stretching exercises. Should try. Oh, I set up a little water fountain for my cat. He's a very scaredy cat, especially right now with my partner and roommate out of town. He's very attached to them. So I set up the new fountain, but he was very brave. The other night, he ate his dinner next to it. I put his dinner next to it, and he ate it. He was very brave. And then last night, you guys aren't going to believe this. Last night, he went up and he sniffed the fountain. He's braver than any U.S. Marine. Like, the amount of courage that it takes to be able to stand up and do that is incredible. So right now, he's hiding in a big sack that I got an Amazon present in for my birthday 3 years ago. That's his little safe hidey hole. Do this because then we have 5, 6, pair 6. Sancho 5, 6, 7's not out of the question. But yeah, he was such a powerful, good, brave boy, and we love him. So one day, someday, he'll drink out of it. I think it's because like the pump in it that like pumps the water up into the fountain makes noise, and so he's like very wary of it because it's making the noise. The light less so. It has like a night light built in, so you don't kick it over when you're walking to the bathroom. That I don't think freaks him out as much as the sound. I don't like that. I don't want to get... I do want to get on Tenpai. We're gonna do that. Best case scenario, we get Sanshoku. But we're living in the worst case scenario. Or sorry, the second worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is we fuck up. The second worst case scenario is we just get Tenpai. But yeah, he's a very brave boy. Yeah, under the river, under the sea is second best case scenario. That's fine, we advance the deal. We are east, Dora is 1 mon, we have 357, pair 39, 136, west north, pair white green, we ditch green. West then north. I guess I could have started with these and kept the green to see if I got a red, but... I need to play more Autenjo. I've been so busy doing, like, other stuff. I haven't had time to sit down and play Autenjo. But one of my favorite decks in Autenjo lets you do sequences with honor tiles, which is really fun. Because it's a lot easier to get pure triple sequence when you're allowed to just do white, green, red. For anyone unfamiliar, Autenjo is just Balatro, but for Mahjong instead of poker. It's very fun. It's in early access still, I think, but they did a demo at the Steam Next Fest last year. And then it came out late last year. What's that? So we can have pair 3 if we need it, pair white otherwise. We keep our proto melts here. A lot of sandwiches, unfortunately. And a couple double sides. There we go. That's good. We'll ditch the 1-3. Cool. Well. Very mad at that name because I actually play Autenjo Limitless Mahjong. What's that? I only am familiar with the word through the video game. Oh yeah, yeah. Autenjo, and obviously it's a transliteration thing, I think. But Autenjo, the video game, is spelled without the U at the end, but otherwise spelled the way you spelled it. But I assume that's just a romanization thing. Okay, well now these are dangerous. I'm not gonna call Khan on that. Okay. Alright. I mean, I could chi. Yeah. Try that. And then... Okay, I don't get fucked. Getting on a 7 so. Don't you believe in the Chun as Nudora? Sorry, my brain is not processing the thing that you wrote. I apologize. Alright, we are north. Dora is 4 so. We have 2 4, 1 5, pair 7, pair 1, 4 5 6, east north. I love the amount of Dora in this hand. So east, green next, then north. Yeah, I apologize. I'm not familiar. Chun as new Dora indicator. Chun is Dora indicator, then Haku is 3 Dora. Here, I'm not familiar with all the Japanese terminology, so I apologize. Chun is Roundwind. Oh, now I get it. You're saying if I call Khan on the white dragons, then just believing that it would become Dora and then I'd have 4 Dora. Trusting in the heart of the cards. for the heart of the tiles, I suppose. Haku is white dragon, Chun is red dragon. Okay. Yeah. Just like Yu-Gi-Oh! Just like Yugi-Moto, I too believe in the heart of the tiles. Let's just 7. Got my pair 1 here. Although I could have ditched them, I guess, for Tanyo. Which this is fucking... I was not paying attention to what the fuck is happening here. What? Okay, let's get rid of that. That feels much safer to discard. My grandpa's wall has no pathetic tiles, Kaiba. Yeah, are there any good Mahjong anime? I know there's a Mahjong manga. But I'm not a... Fucking hell. Alright, well... I'm not a big manga reader. I think the most manga I've read is I got really into Dungeon Meshi for a while. Akagi, yeah, that's the one I'm thinking about. That name sounds very familiar. I'm sure that's the one I'm thinking about. Okay, well, I'm not discarding a dragon right now. That seems terrifyingly dangerous. Never mind. We're discarding the dragon now. Never mind. We don't get to. But yeah, I would love, like, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Style, like, way over the top, Mahjong manga, or Mahjong anime. Just summoning a massive green dragon when you call Hatsu. Alright, we're north. Door is 7 mon. We have 1, 3, 3, 4, 6, 7, 1, 2, 6, 9, east, south, north. The south first, because they scare me. I really hope we resolve this quickly, because I do have to go pee really bad. And last time I had to pee so bad that I had to get up during a Mahjong game, I discarded my fucking... Or somebody else discarded my Tenpai tile, and it was terrible. God, yeah, fucking, like, what would the Mahjong equivalent dual disc be? Because I feel like you would have to have some sort of accessory. Imagine Mahjong Kainba trying to assemble Daisangan with 4 white dragons, but on his closed con, Yugi calls a run for 13 orphans. Mahjong is one of those things that, like, lends itself so well to the kind of, like, fighting anime thing that Yu-Gi-Oh! Does, where it, like, goes into the character's thoughts and they're, like, trying to predict their opponent's move. Like, that kind of shit. It 100%, like, leans into that so hard. In a way that would be incredible to watch. Pot of Greed! He's opened his hand, but I don't see any Yaku. I don't understand. What could he have that I don't see? Like, that would be incredible. I would love that. Why would he discard his own Seatwind this late into the game? Does he truly have nothing in his hand? Or is he playing me? Yes. I would love for there to be, like they do that shit with, like, variants, where there's, like, wildcard tiles and some shit. I guess the thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is you build a deck, so, like, it is about, like, what do they have in their deck? I can't know. But they're playing these cards, so maybe they're building around this strategy or whatever. Whereas with Mahjong, it's like, you got the same pot of tiles. Alright, we're in second. We're west, Dora is 4 mon, we have 5, pair 2, 5, 7, 5, 7, pair 9, pair east, north, white. Dutch white first, north next. Some really shitposty wannabe Yu-Gi-Oh! Mahjong anime. That's the thing, is I don't think it would even have to be, like, good. Just being, like, over the top would be enough for it to be fun. Like, it wouldn't even have to get into, like, crazy strategy. it could just be about, like, the insane, over-the-top card battles. We have 5 pairs. I could go for Toy Toy or Chi-Toy. These are possible. Are they smart? No. But they are possible. Koizumi anime. I mean, we could get... 3 concealed triples is not out of the question here. Stitch that now. 2 so, 5 so. What I need to look out for. I'm gonna take it. Are you gonna take it? Huh? Huh? No. Interesting. Someone really thought about it there. But they decided they had something better than Roundwind. Okay, that hurts my 2-peen a little bit. Don't like that. I really don't want to deal in here. That would be really embarrassing. There's another 5-peen. That's embarrassing. That would have been nice to hold on to. There we go. Chi-Toy, easy. Then I just need some folks to call Khan to crank up some Dora. There we go. No aura, but that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna run to the restroom, grab a drink, grab a snack, whatever you need. I'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. Thanks for sticking around during the break. A little shorter than usual because I just wanted to run the ad, and I forgot to set the timer, so I just decided to come back when the ad was done. We got 1 quest left, which is just to win a game with Sumo. I think we can manage that today. Whew. Alright. Hope you grabbed a drink or a snack, whatever you needed. Welcome back from your duty. Adept 113. We are south, door is 7-peen. We got 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3 pair 4, 6, 7, north, red, stitch red, then north. I was hoping we might get a visit from the little kitty boy, but I think he's sleeping. Atenjo is limitless Mahjong. That is, it's played without any of the limit hands like Mangan Hanebane. Such. The exponential scoring formula is limitless. Interesting. I mean, I assume that the video game Atenjo is called that because it is limitless. You start with 500 million points. Yeah, it's named after the mode. That's interesting. I don't think I score high enough for my play in that to be any different, aside from being fucking destroyed. But that sounds like fun. I like learning about different styles and modes of Mahjong. How much worth is a 60 Han hand? assuming if it's exponential, then it would be 2 to the 60th, right? Or 1,000 times 1 plus 2 to the 59th? Right? 2 to the 62nd plus your times your foo. Holy shit. I was just like, oh, let me just Google that to just see, you know, pop it in a calculator, and the answer it gave me is in scientific notation. So just in case. In case you were wondering, that's where we're at. That's insane. That sounds awesome. I would love to watch some more skilled players than I duke it out in that mode. Just the numbers would be insane. Easy pin for hand. With Dora acceptance. Love to see it. Just a hair off of Sanchoku on the 678, unfortunately. But pretty on pace for H. Oh, I made mapo tofu last night, but instead of like the full process that I did with the 1950s recipe that I posted about on Blue Sky that I did several weeks ago, which turned out awesome. I just used like a packet, a sauce pack that I got at the Asian market, and holy shit, was it way under seasoned. I was like expecting like, okay, they give me this pouch of sauce. The sauce is probably going to be like pretty strongly seasoned because you're mixing it with like a whole block of tofu, which requires significant seasoning, and then like a little bit of ground beef, which is going to require some seasoning. That shit was so bland. I had to add so much salt to it to make it palatable. And even then it was like pretty flat, which I guess I should have expected for like a shelf-stable sauce packet. I don't know, you can get like curry blocks, which are pretty good. Like, obviously you need to tweak them. But, like, I feel like a pre-made, like, Japanese curry block is generally, like, pretty densely seasoned. As opposed to, like, this thing was fucking... I mean, it's palatable enough. I'm gonna eat it because I don't want to waste food. This we can absolutely go for a half flush. Holy shit. Potential is a mode where you legit get to say, Kokshi isn't that great, it's only 6 million points dealer sumo. That's insane. So, I have some mapo tofu left from that I'm gonna... I'll finish it, but like, I'm not buying it again, which is a shame. Because I was really hoping, given for how much easier it is, that it would still be solid, and it's like, no, it's just kind of mid. I should probably ditch some of these. I mean, they're not helpful. We'll do this first. Get on the flush train. North can go. Probably red after. God damn it. And now they all know that something's up because I'm discarding incredible tiles. But I have Pocket East, like... What, am I supposed to pretend like I don't? Yeah, red next. But yeah, it's like... It's fucking crazy how good that original mapo tofu recipe is. It's not super complicated, aside from like making the stock, which I didn't do. I'm not gonna con that. I will pawn that. White or green dragon. Then a 5 so. This is, I'm being so fucking sloppy with this. Now I don't want to ditch the white or green dragon because that feels dangerous. Suji? Okay. Okay, well the green dragon's safe. Oh, that we already knew that.
Beach.
And the white dragon's safe. So we may as well ditch green dragon for now. We don't deal in. I'll take it. This would have been an incredible hand to score, but I will settle for not dealing into a full flush. Holy fuck. Well, the game's over. That was so fast. That was so fast. Alright, get into another match. That was really funny. I mean, not funny for the person who, for true Ariel over there. But funny for me. Alright. I did not look. I was not paying attention to the ranks, but we had at least one expert over here. Alright, Dora is 1 mon. We have 5. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. 2, 3, east, south. Pair white. We're north. We stitch east first. South next. One away from Kazuo Yakuman. Oof. Is Kazuo Yakuman when you get... It's like Yakuman by points? Yeah, okay. Yeah, 13 plus on. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't deal in there. That would have been zesty. I should take a look at down here, because I've been kind of just throwing away the garbage that I've been drawing. But calculated, yeah. It's 1, 3, 7, 9 are my sort of weakest links. I can get the white triplet, then I can have pair 5, which is nice. Not a thing in many official tournament rules. 11 plus on is all sub by mon. Interesting. Okay. Do that. I'd rather not deal in. $19 maybe next. Just because we know it's safe. That's rough, but I draw a 1 or a 4. That could work. I don't want to have to wait on it, but... Suji? Okay. Okay. Let's do that again. No sweat. Another reach. 2 peen maybe. 27 tiles left. I don't have to go for... Okay, we can ditch the 2 next, I think. 7 so I'm still worried about. Suji with the 4, but... And the 4 here, but I don't trust it. Okay, 5-8 is their way. So I would have been fine. Well, into this player. We don't know about that player. Suji asks if they discard 4, they probably don't wait with 2-3, so 1 would be safer. Yeah. Suji is... Yeah, it's... So Suji tiles are 3 away from each other. Pair 2, pair 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, pair 5. 8 is start. What's each one of those? Yeah, if they discard 4, they probably don't wait with 2-3, so 1 would be safer. Yeah. Okay. What? Okay. Sure. Why not? It's not Pinpu, but I'll take an Aka. Yeah, so if you don't have a double-sided weight, you can essentially lay a Suji trap by discarding tiles that would be Suji to your weight, but you're not waiting on that. So if you end up with a sandwich, or you're waiting on a pair or something, and you have tiles in your discard that would be Suji with the tile you're waiting on, it can be advantageous to throw off your opponents. But again, in Silver Room, who fucking knows what's going on, so... It's a Ryokan like 4-6-8, and you discard 4. It's a Suji trap for waiting on 7. Yes. But if you wanted to set the Suji trap on 5, you would want to discard both an 8 and a 2. Because 5 isn't safe unless you see both at Suji. Also, welcome, Moldiv Rogue. Love that tight little 3-hon. Tasty little number. We advance the deal. If you ever hear me talking about half Suji, I'm coping. It's not a thing. We are west. Dora is 8 so. 3, 4, 8, 5, 7, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. East, south, red. We should start by ditching east. Red next, then south. Probably could have started with red, but it worked out. Yeah, I learned about Suji from the like Mahjong Soul 102 stuff that they posted on Twitter back when I used Twitter still. Okay, we can ditch the 9-peen. Those little like 101, 102 things were really helpful. Even just as like a jumping off point to look more into stuff. I still need to finish going through Rishi Book 1 and honestly re-go through Rishi Book 1. Because that's got a lot of strategy that I need to work to better internalize. And we don't kill green. Regrettable. But I couldn't have discarded it any earlier. We'll hold on to 1. Why not? This could technically with a 2-6-9 be a straight. This 8 doesn't really have any friends. The 1 is pretty weak. Unless we draw a 2. By Mon, we'll ditch the 1. So we could always pick up something here. Guess we need a pair still. We're not going to use the pair 4. Maybe it would have been better to discard the 8 there. Yeah, because there's a pair there. We can do 3, 4, 5, pair 8, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5. But we might need another one somewhere. Another meld. I guess 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 could work. It's another 8. I mean, the odds of us getting a 2 so are not high, but... Too keen. Pitch this. I want to keep the pair 4 in case we get like 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6 or something. Because that could be helpful to turn that into 2 melds. I don't really want that. We get, I mean, we have Tanyo. Another 6. Let's do that. We have both these melds can split into 2 depending on what we draw. I think that's the ideal scenario. We're under 20. We chi that. Double-sided weight. This is really scary. So I think having a 5-tail weight, even though it's open Tanya, which I try to avoid, we're late enough in the game, I think it's reasonable to try and get on Tenpai now. And best case scenario, we cut off this potential 3 little hand. That's safe into that. There we go. Cut that shit out. I will not stand for this potential Daisangen. Thank you. Delightful. We are south, door is 16. We have 6, 7, triple 2, 1 pair 2, 5, pair 7, 9, pair red. Let's get rid of... Shit. 9. We have 3 pair and a triple. We could toy toy. Yeah, there we go. Or we could just open on red and see what happens. But toy toy is a possibility. That's tasty looking. But it's not, like, useful. But I am gonna keep it because it's tasty looking. Because I want the... well, I guess it's adjacent to Dora, so, like... There we go. And now we're allowed to do anything we want. Hopefully toy toy. Probably should do to the 6 if I'm committing to toy toy, but... And this 5 is not good for toy toy. There we go. We're not committing to toy toy, we're leaving our options open. So we're in first. Advancing the deal is beneficial to us right now. But we actually do have a decent toy toy setup here. Yeah, 3 concealed triplets is quite possible. It's a 2, 3, 4. All right. It's good. That doesn't infringe on any of our stuff. That would have been a nice pair to have, but wouldn't have been good to work with. Do we fucking con? I don't think we do. I think that's a foolish thing to do. Recon trust. I don't think that's gonna happen, but you have more faith in the tiles than me. What the fuck? What the hell? And you sumo me about it? Really? Rude. Alright, we are south. Door is 1 peen. We have 8. Pair 5, 7, 8. 7. Pair east, west, north, green. Pair red. This is a hand. I should have ditched a wind. What am I doing? This is something. Ditch green or west? Ditch green. And west, then north. West is my main competitor. Honitsu. Which one's Honitsu? I'm just going for having fun. Half flush. Okay. I'll do that. Love to cash in the east as well. Hopefully we can get a Dora with this. That would be nice. Yeah, not that I'm banking on it, but I would enjoy it. It would be nice and fun to have. Never mind. I guess I don't deserve it, I guess. Because they got it. There's one in the discard here. How dare I? Right? There we go. 619. 5 tile weight. Just, Oh, I was really hoping they were going to immediately discard my winning tile. Yeah, this is almost certainly a flush. Because they don't have Pocket East. They could have a Pocket Dragon. Most likely white, but... Kamicha hand looks like it could be scary. Kamicha is this one? Across from me? Don't like that this is the first... Kami is to the left. Yeah, okay, that's the one I was thinking about. Toy Men. There we go. Thank you. Shimo to the right. I always forget those. I gotta find a good way of getting it to stick in my head. Yeah, Toyman's across. We are east. Dora is red. We have pair 2, 4, 5, 7, 7, 8, 9, 1, 5, 6, west. West. I don't know why I did that. I should have ditched white. Tommy left, 4-letter. Yeah, okay. I get that. That's how it works with boats too. Port is to the left. Shima, right, 4-letter, and then Toyman's the one that's left. I guess it's the same, yeah, it's across there. They all have the same number of letters. That's interesting. Yeah. I think that would probably have happened no matter when I discarded that, but... So 7 is kind of extraneous. This isn't a great weight, but that's fine. It's Pinfu. 8 tile weight. They're just words for up and down in Japanese, even though they aren't the most common ratings. Yeah, I don't know. I need to learn more, like, just Japanese terminology in general for Mahjong. I know basically no Japanese. Except for what I've needed to learn and what I've picked up along the way for Mahjong. 3-2 Wiki's really useful for that. Half the terminology is cribbed from Mandarin. Yeah. I don't know any Mandarin either is the problem. I need to learn more, because I've been having to use, like, translators to talk to my friends in China. And I'd like to be better at doing that in my own brain. Easy peasy. This game's so simple. It's not even, like, a little bit hard. It's so easy when you just win. Why was I having trouble before? Alright, we're east, door is 9, so we have 3, 5, 8, pair 5, 1 through 5, pair 7, 8, pair north, green, we'll ditch green. Yeah, just get good hands. Ryan for 2 is 100% a Mandarin thing. I was gonna say, because I know there's different, like, counting words, depending on what you're counting, but I out of all the ones I've heard in Japanese, I've never heard Ryan. So that's 100%, yeah. That makes sense to me that that's a Mandarin term. Arn Jesus smiles upon ye. I mean, he is Arn risen. I saw a great meme the other day that I shared with some of my friends because yesterday was both Easter and 420. And it was Jesus holding a bong, and it said he has resin. Yeah, to his knee in Japanese. I know that's one of them, but I know that there's different... When you're counting stuff, counting terms get different with numbers in Japanese. That's all I know. I know that to is knee, and then I know that when you add specific objects that you're counting, it gets complicated. Because I know ichi, ni, san, and then my brain automatically tries to fill in the French word for 4. Ichi, ni, san, quatre. Mahjong terminology is so easy. Imagine saying stuff like pure straight when you say the much simpler Iki Stu-kan. Iki Tsu-kan, maybe? 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, exactly. I learned a little bit of Japanese through osmosis, through one of my siblings took Japanese in high school. Native reading is foot. Just seeing things like futari, 2 people. Oh, interesting. It's painful. Ikitsukan. Okay. I got what you meant. I figured it was just a transposition of a couple letters. But yeah, I learned a little bit of Japanese through osmosis of one of my siblings taking Japanese classes in high school, whereas I had French lessons as a child, so I know basically no French, but it's deeper in my brain than the Japanese is. The Japanese didn't permeate as far. What if we just win on East 4? What if that's how this goes? Yeah, now they hate me. Now they're gonna do everything they can. Apologies, headphone listeners. Thora is 8 mana. We have 2, triple 3, 4, 2, 5, 2, 7, triple east, south, red. Just starting with triple east in my hand. This is a reward for me. Because I am God's strongest soldier who has faced his toughest battles, aka failing at Mahjong and having a tummy ache. And so now I'm being rewarded. 4 concealed triplets, single time. This is I can't believe this was just handed to me. Holy shit. This is incredible. I just need to turn these 5 tiles into 2 melts. And I'm good. The con was fine too. I can live with 4 con instead as well. Stitch the 2 so. Yeah, here goes my all honors. Okay. I'll do that. I didn't need to. I'm just fucking stunting on him, I guess. I shouldn't have done that. I should have discarded the East, because now they're all looking at me going, you're too much of a threat. You must be put down. I'm not gonna call Reach. Why the fuck would I call Reach? I'm not calling a Reach. I could, yeah, I was gonna say, after I draw a 6-so, then I'll be like, okay, this is a good way. Orange button, make brain happy when click. I don't need, listen, my lizard brain is already doing that for me. I don't need to, hold on. Does this, I could get Ipeco. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I can't. I can't do it. I can't. No. No, you're all in my brain. No, please. I can't do it. I'm proven right. I'm right once again. I told you. I'm too powerful. I must overcome my primordial slug brain. I'm a higher being. Okay, we're E-stars. One, so we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. 5, 6, 6, 7. So you got on 2 Oradora chances. My slug... You're all empowering my slug brain! You can't do this to me! I'm a sentient being. I have thoughts and feelings beyond my base urges of press shiny button. I'm trying to emerge from the primordial sludge and you all are pushing me back in and holding my head under. I don't want to reach because, like, I could have improved my weight, and with the other reach, it's like... I would have gotten more points had I called reach, but it would have been riskier. I have so many fucking points. I don't need points. I need to... Okay, hold on. This is scary. I've been arguing with you all instead of thinking. I'm dealing right in. Okay. Never punished. That's so risky. I can't do that. But I can. I'm going to. I need points for the 100k point win achievement. You're so right. If we get a 7 mon, we get a straight, which would be fun. Dealer with 70k. That's so risky. Listen, I don't know. Maybe they have a secret tile that turns my hand into sludge. Maybe they're a vampire, and when they call Roan, they get all of my points. Yeah, we're waiting on the straight. Toyman hand can easily be massive. Someone will die today. Listen, my hand may be straight, but I promise I'm not. Okay, that's safe. Yeah, terminal and honors only. There's a lot of things it could be. Yes! Oh! Oh! Here we fucking go! Okay, now we need the big hand. Alright, we're east, door is 7 mon. We have 1, 3, pair 5, 8, 3, 4, 5, 9, 1, 3, 5, 6, 9. Dish the 9. 3, 4, 5, Sanshoku is on the table. 9 Peen, I think, is our first discard. Never mind. 9 Peen, I think, is our next discard. Kami hates you so much right now. They really do. Okay, that's a pair. Which the 8 on. Toyman was like Toy Terminals in honor with a Ron on a triple Ghidorah. Yeah, that's at least 8 Han with the dragon. It could have been real nasty. Sanjoku 345 still in the cards. God, I'm so fucking nervous. Ah, I'm so nervous. I don't want another 4. I don't want it. Throw it away. Please. Ugh. Please, let me just... Another 6. Okay. That's not bad. I mean, I probably shouldn't have taken it. Okay, this is something. This could very easily be half flash plus seat wind. 3, 4, 5. Hear me out. Hear me out. Tanyo, Sanshoku, 2 Aka, maybe some Aura. I don't want this. I don't want this. This is a threat to me and my family. I don't want to deal in 5 mon. I don't want to deal in 5 mon. What if we draw another 5 mon? And then that could be my pair, and we could do something up here. Okay, see, 5 mon's fine. It's fine. See, it's fine. I'm hoping I get like a 5-6 or something. Maybe 3-4-5 and then 5-6, pair 6 over here. See, there's the 3-4-5. We ditch this. If I can get a 6 mon, then we're guaranteed Sanshoku? Or a 7 mon? This is probably also Toy Toy. No! No! Well, we're still going. Alright, we are north. Dora is north. We have 237, 69, 245, 78, east, north, red. They're barely still alive. Ditch red. East next. Isn't there an achievement for hitting exactly 0? I've definitely hit exactly 0 before. Toymen double Yakuman incoming. Damn right. Is it foolish of me to hold on to this north? You don't need to answer. I know the answer is yes. Yeah, I don't think there is one. There might be one in Riichi City. I don't know. I'm not a Riichi City player. That could have been an ejected pause. It was a little long, but I think that's on the longer end of ejected pauses. Another 2. Stitch to 6. 50k, 75k, and 100k or higher wins. Come on, baby. Mama needs a new pair of shoes. Got pair 2, so let's stitch the 9. So we get Tanya. Fuck the green dragon, I don't want that. Get that out of here. Hey. Gotta play around that. Five. I don't really need another 5. I mean, now that's safe, so that's fine. 7, 8, 9. Ditch this. Fuck! God damn it! Okay, no, give me those back! I need those. We are north. Dora is east. We have 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 2 pair 3, east, south. Which east first? Then south. Listen, we can still get it back up over 75. We're not gonna pawn. Four is good. Stitch the 8 so. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. 1, 6, 7 would get us a straight here. Watch Shimocha push us into 4th. Listen, if don't speak that into the world. Shima's 1 mon drop was questionable. We're in there straight. There's the 7. Ditch that. So a 1-6 peen gets us a straight. I want to find. I didn't greed enough, so we'll have. No, stop! Just stop speaking that. You're not only speaking it into the world, you're speaking it into my brain, and it's psyching me out. Please. Oh my god. Toyman literally left. This is gonna fuck everything up. Because now I can't count on Toyman to make strategic discards. Toyman's gonna deal into someone, and they're gonna have a fucking Sanbaimon or a Yakuman or some shit. Okay. I fucked up my pair there, but honestly, that's fine. I have pair 4 if I need it. For 5, 1, 4. Yeah, I mean it's Pinfu. It's not the most points, but it's points. And honestly, depending on who I call from, the game could continue. For finishing with 0 points in Mahjong Soul. Be evil and just sumo to end the game. Oh, I'm so sorry. See, now I'm so sorry to the other players, because this is something that could have been avoided. This is mean. This is so mean. Okay, we don't get back up over 75, unfortunately. Don't drop emotes before Ron. That is mean, but I was gonna be mean anyway. So I'm like, alright, well, I may as well get it out of my system. There's our sumo. I need an emote that's like, I apologize profusely for what I'm about to do. I understand that it's horrible of me. Like that, I need an emote that is just that block of text. Looking in the replay and when AFK by accident they did all the correct discards. Oh god. That would be worse. Or maybe better, I don't know. Oh my goodness. Fucking my brain is pounding from the oxygen you all deprived me of, trying to shove my fucking head back into the primordial soup and re-engage my slug brain. Telling me to go for greed all those fucking times. Holy shit. Alright. Let me send y'all somewhere fun. Who's up and around? Oh, it's a Somnium's Monday. Let me send y'all over to Baz, my good friend Baz Pharmakitty, who is playing some Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative with my other good friend Puff. I will be live Wednesday and Friday. My current plan Wednesday and Friday from 3 to 5. I'm going to be streaming Mic Off MS2 Prog, M2S Prog rather, in Final Fantasy. Things might change because we're having some scheduling stuff. If that does, I will still stream Wednesday and Friday in those time slots. I'll keep you posted on my Blue Sky, which I just found out there's a panel for, so I added it below the stream. So that should be available. Follow me for updates, or just keep an eye on stuff. Saturday might stream, depends how things are going. With the kitty boy, and all that stuff. He's been doing okay so far, but he's a little lonely, so I want to make sure I'm spending some good extra time with him. So I will see you all then. Otherwise, have fun at Baz's house. Bye.